Good morning, guys. Yeah, someone should, or actually maybe I should save the video. Yeah, well, it's on YouTube, so. Yeah, fuel cell. Oh yeah, fuel cell. This is the one I sold because yeah, I was using the 10-day as my stop and not the 20. Okay. But I am in BLDP still, so that's something. And BE. After the market corrected last 2 hours, I sold it into the close and closed through weak. So I closed down some on my longs, and now look at it. But then, on the other hand, we could have gotten a gap down like this. So I did the right thing. When you play around on margin, you always gotta think defense first. So I also sized down ARC K, which is now gapping up the S3 size, and I sold ARC G completely. So I got rid of some long exposure, but that's something you gotta do. If things don't act perfectly, if you're a margin and things don't act perfectly, you gotta size down. Otherwise you will blow up sooner or later. That's the key, trading on margin. You will become a statistic. Very important. There are some things starting to go parabolic here. I'm looking at this global, this ICLN ETF, TAN ETF, MSTR. Some of these coin-related names, and NCTY, GBTC, which I still have a big position in. But we'll see. So hopefully we get more action to the upside. You definitely don't want to get want to be too early on these coin-related things. They again, this MSTR could go straight to 1,000. Who knows? You closed all positions yesterday. Why did you do that? Did they stop you out? You shot yourself in the foot. That's what happened. FRE6, yeah, it's an okay setup. Because riots made everything dip. Yeah, but that wasn't my question. My question is, did you get stopped out? You just got schooled. You just took your first steps toward realizing you should ignore the news. The news are not here to help you. The news are here to fuck you up. The news is entertainment. Okay? Many of you just learned the lesson the hard way. NIU, yeah, it looks like a decent one. Tilray shook you out. Yeah. NXT, is it finally? Oh, now, yeah, I sold it a few days ago. Now it's going, man. I had 300,000 shares of this thing. A really good entry. I had such a good entry on it. Fubo, yeah, I don't know about today, but maybe in a few days. It is surfing the 50-day now. Just need to wait for that good setup. Beyond Meat? What do you mean mean reversion trade? There is nothing to mean revert to. This thing has been going sideways for 6, 7, 8 months. There is nothing to mean revert to. I don't know what you're talking about. Where's the mean reversion setup? MDXG? Yeah, maybe in a few days it's gonna be a good one. Alright, markets open in 10 seconds. Let's get ready. I'm gonna watch some of these coin names. Those are the only ones I'm getting excited about. Maybe NIU. Oh man, now everything is triggering again. All the alerts. Yeah, I gotta say those protesters yesterday kind of cost me some money. Couldn't they do it like early on the day? So the market would have, you know, had time to reclaim. The stocks would have had time to reclaim. I was shaken out of some pretty good positions. Yeah, and the only reason I sold stuff into the close was because I was on margin. Like I said, you gotta build defense first. But if you sold all your positions because the market's had some downticks, I mean, look, you're just doing it all wrong. Oh, Snapchat is going. Oh well, there's always things that move the markets. The key is these types of like sell-offs. No matter if there's, you know, news or no news or whatever happens, like they, you know, those events test your rules, and it's a good thing. You need to be reminded of rules now and then. You need to, like, this market has been, you know, just such an easy market to trade, and it's good to have some kind of, you know, stress also that tests how sharp you are, because it's easy to get sloppy and fat in this market. It really is. I mean, is anything not, like, the past 2 days, like, everything is triggering the past 2 days. Everything is going higher, except for tech, mostly. Some of these cruise and airlines are starting to wake up. Jumia, there is no breakout here. Fubo reshort here. It's already down like 55% in like 2 weeks. I don't see what one, I don't see a setup. Two, I don't see an edge at all. It's shorting it here. I think no. I'd rather go long this thing here than go short it. It's much better long setup than short setup. But it is not a long setup yet, in my opinion. But you get my point. Oh, I wonder if Tang could be a potential. solo, so setup. It could work. It's a hot sector, etc., etc., but I don't know. Not necessarily super excited about it. Oh my god. Everything is breaking out. NCTY, yeah, well, man, I wish I had been on this thing when it gapped up on high volume. Let's see here. Yeah, mRNA, yep. I bought BNTX yesterday. Same sector. Oh shit, Snapchat. I really don't have much buying power to do many more longs here. Or well, actually I do, never mind. Yeah. Yep, no Momo on this thing anymore. Ozone. Ozone, yeah. We tried to break out 2 days ago, fell back into range. It's still intact. If it breaks out again, it could be a setup. Actually, a lot of these deck names are. This Octa is bouncing right off the 50-day. Roku is going. It undercut the 20, reclaimed, and now it's about to hit new highs. What an amazing market. There's so much money on the sidelines just waiting to get in. Imagine being a bear for the past 10 years. Is there any sector not rallying right now? Like this week? Is there any sector that hasn't rallied? Oh my god, NCTY. This thing is gonna go to 50 or something. Looks like this NIO failed for now. NIU, I mean. Blink, yeah. I would love it to for this thing to tighten up a little bit. Okay, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do much more today. Or maybe I will. Doko, it could work. It's been relentlessly building higher lows for the past, well, since like July. It could work, but yeah, it's still inside of this range. I don't know. You gotta have a little bit wider stop, maybe. I think this is one. It's better to trade it to weekly. I think it's, you know, if you buy it here and have like a wide stop, maybe to the lows here, you know, to have it the wiggle room. Because this is just another random update as far as I'm concerned. It's had a lot of random updates over the past 6 months, so I don't know. Envis. Yeah, it's building a setup here. Maybe in a couple of days it could have a nice setup. I mean, are there any alert not triggering today? Today and yesterday have been kinda alert heavy. Is it too late to buy Mar and Riot? I think you need to review the instructions on the screen. I really think it will help you. Everyone who's new here, you need to follow the instructions on the screen, okay? We all need to be on the same page here. If you want an edge in the stock market, you need to follow the instructions on the screen. Stop randomly chasing. If you want to make money and not randomly chasing something that's already been hot for like 6 months straight, if you want to find stuff before they make go up 500%, you need to follow the instructions on the screen. Everyone who's new here, you need to do it right now. I see no one doing it. Like literally no one is following the instructions on the screen. There was one. More people. There's a lot of new people here this past week. At least 50 new people here. Yes, thank you. The blog post is coming. I should, it's like 90% finished, or no, maybe not 90, but 70% finished. I didn't have time to, I had some other business things I had to take care of yesterday. But I'll publish it today. Okay, so back to the question, is Riot and Mara too late to buy? Okay, so Riot is a double in the past 2 weeks, okay? And in the past 2 months where I initially bought it, it's up over 400%, okay? And Mara, the same story. This thing is up like what? Almost a double in 3 sessions. And it's up almost 700 or 650% since it started its run. So, like, if you're gonna buy stocks that are straight up for weeks and weeks, you're gonna blow up very quickly, okay? You may be lucky, you buy something and it keeps going for a while, but you will blow up, okay? Like, you need very specific setups. You need very specific setups. Just, you know, when they're coming out of ranges, that's your edge. You have no edge buying something like Mara or Riot up hundreds and hundreds of percent in a very short amount of time. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to be very clear, okay? That's why everyone who's new, you need to follow the instructions on the screen. Because, you know, if you had followed the instructions on the screen, you would have known the answer to the question. You would have known that yes, it is too late to buy them. Wait for them to base. Wait for a setup in those things. There is always gonna be a setup. And in this market, there are setups everywhere all the time. So everyone who's new here, you need to follow the instructions on the screen. Man, I really wanted to buy that Snapchat. It does look good. Out of all the tech and internet related names, this one looks the best. By far. Unfortunately, I got stopped out of it 2 weeks ago when it closed below the 20-day moving average. But, you know, in this market... like, what this market is doing right now... This also happened, you know, many times before. Like, it kind of, you know, stops people out. People that have like traders that have specific sell rules, they get stopped out, and then the stock they got stopped out of reverses and goes straight up. Okay. And what happens is, I mean, literally, we're in a market where everything is going straight up most of the time. And what happens is once enough people start believing that stocks will never go down again, you know, there will come a point where rules will start to matter again. There will come a point where rules will matter again. But right now, like, everything is straight up. It's pretty crazy. Like, I sold BE into the close yesterday because I was afraid in case we get a gap up, or sorry, gap down, I don't want to, you know, be on a lot of margin. So anyway, I sold BE, I sold ARKG, and instead we got a gap up and go. But there will be a time when it's not gonna be, you know, things will actually have follow through selling. Well, overnight I was about 120% long overnight coming into the day. But before I sized down yesterday, I was probably like 140% long or something. Ish. So I did size down a little bit. But I'm really not comfortable in having more. And I have also one short position, TTD, which is less than 10% of my overall portfolio. But if I'm gonna use more than 100 and say 130, 140% margin, I usually have both longs and shorts on. But I would never, I've never been a trader that goes like 200% long. I know some like Dan Sanger, he had like super returns back in the late 90s when he turned like, I don't know, 15,000 into 42 million in 2 years. But he's the kind of trader that can be like 200% margin in like 4 stocks. I've never been that kind of a trader. I wouldn't be able to sleep. Yeah, TDOC. Yep, TDOC broke out yesterday and actually, you know, had a pretty big dip, but it found support and yeah, I decided to hold it. Thank God. I wish I had held all of my stocks. Snap. Fuck this shit. I'm not a dip buyer. But this is the leading tech stock right now. Tech is not the leading sector, but for now, but it is the leading tech stock, or whatever you want to call it. Internet, social media. Like, I installed Snapchat once. I installed this thing once, this app. I couldn't figure out how to use it, so I uninstalled it. Am I a boomer? I am a boomer. Hey, David! Am I a boomer? Anyone? I don't think you know anyone below the age of 20. If you know of no one who uses Snapchat. Snapchat is like one of the biggest apps for people below 20 in the Western world, or in many countries. You're 52? Yeah, David is also 52. Is Brandy on Snapchat? Okay, I'm gonna download it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, not everyone, but a lot of young people use it. Yeah, well, that's the thing. How do you manage risk if you have 50% of your money in 4 stocks, or sorry, or you have 4 stocks with 50% of your money in you know, on 200% margin? You get a fastly type of drawdown or a gap down, you're done. That's what also happened to Dan Sanger late in the, like sometime like mid 2000, I think. He had a big drawdown. I think he lost like 70% of that 42 million. He was heavily long some, I don't know, fiber optic stocks or something, and then one of the leaders pre-announced disappointing numbers, and they all gapped down, and he got killed on it. That's the downside of you know, having being so, you know, heavily margined like that. Like I've seen and read it, you know, I've seen too many times myself when things just gap down a lot. Like even like large cap stocks and even mega cap stocks. So I realized early I don't want to be that type of a trader who puts 50% of your money in one account. It's just not worth it. And especially like if you're swing trading on that long side, most of the money is gonna be made in you know, up or sideways markets. And you know, when you have up or sideways markets, like for example, we've been going sideways for the past month or so in most of the indices, in the leading indices, with the exception of maybe Russell. Well, Russell too has been, until yesterday, had been going sideways for several weeks. And you know, there's so many sectors, so many stocks that make big moves. It doesn't make sense to put all of your money in just and be heavily on margin in just a few stocks. It doesn't make sense. Like how do you know those 3 or 4 or 5 stocks are gonna be the best performers? It's just not worth it in my opinion. Now NIU is starting to come back down. Could I please show? Well, if you had followed the instructions on the screen, you would know where my stop on TDOC is. It's the breakout day lows. Elon Musk, yeah. That's pretty amazing. Who would have thought? The Tesla was gonna go up 1500% in like, I don't know, what is this, 18 months? 1600%. That's an insane move. If I had known it, I would have put all of my money in it, full margin, and I would have bought the Tesla to support the company. But I don't know anything, so that's unfortunate. How did Pat? Well, he had a big drawdown. At least early after the internet bubble popped. Then I don't know how he did do in 2001, 2002. That I don't know. Man, this NCTY and MSTR are gonna be juicy. Oh, SI is also going. I was looking at the opening range highs on this thing, I missed it. Really? There's just too many things going on. I can't keep track of everything that's moving. There's so many things moving. I just can't keep track of these things. Well, I guess Blink is going. Wow, DDD. Oh, BE, man. If it had closed a little bit higher, if it had closed like 50 cents higher, I would have probably kept my shares, but nope. We are starting to see some speed up in like all these clean energy funds. They're all starting to speed up. Or ETFs, I mean. CLNE, congrats to those who bought the breakout 3 days ago. It's straight up since. Very good job. CNET is a China crypto name. It's a China crypto name. Yeah. I already bought that tiny NXTD. I'm not gonna buy any more of these crypto names right now. If I wasn't on margin, if I would have kept it, yes. It closed out fine. Yeah, you know, strong and close would have been preferred, but it was still a valid setup. Found support like on the 60 minute. If you look at the 60 minute, it was building higher lows. I sold my LAC. Where do you get that from? No, I didn't. I still have LAC. Tupperware. Oh man. Yeah. AMD is also finally starting to break out again from this range. This is type of market, you look at all these stocks straight up and you feel like you're missing out. And then you look at your portfolio and everything is straight up there also. So it's like, I'm not missing out on anything, but it just feels like that. Like LAC, look at this thing. Look at from the breakout. Oh my god. Insane. 45%. Excel. Yeah, of course ARK funds are up because everything is up. At this rate, I'm gonna be up 1 million on the week by tomorrow. Not 1 million, 10 million. If this action continues into tomorrow, I'm gonna be up 10 million on the year, and it's not even a joke. That's how crazy things are getting right now. I'm not skipping millions, I'm skipping tens of millions. Yeah. Like, look at all of these stocks. They're all straight up. My whole portfolio is straight up. Yes, I've had some losers. I took some losses yesterday on some like a wheat stock. I think it was ACB. I think it was, and then there was another stock that didn't work out. But other than that, like, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Is KXIN a good setup? No, it's not. You need to review the YouTube video. Yeah, this is the market. You gotta get it while you can, because it's not gonna last forever. I don't buy into this mantra stocks are gonna go. Like Beely, this is now a double, more than a double from where I bought it. And unfortunately, 45% since I sold it. But this is, you know, things will go down. One day. One day. But, you know, so you gotta party while the music is on. Or you gotta dance while the music is on, or whatever. You get my point. And something like AMRS, like this is what like 50% of the stocks look like right now. It's insane. Yeah, this is the roaring 20s. No, Don 74 key. You gotta put them in separately. Wait, what the hell is this stock that's red in my portfolio? What is this? Unacceptable. Guys, everyone go download Snapchat now. I know many of you went to your Lucas, Macy's and Nordstrom. I'm very grateful for that. But now you guys need to download Snapchat. I don't ask for much. This community is free. This is your way of giving back. You're downloading now? Okay. You'll send me nudes? Okay. Anything. Just download. You can send me whatever. Just download the Snapchat. Hey, David. David, are you downloading Snapchat? How do you download? Oh God. Hey, David, do you have a smartphone? You go to the App Store. You think? Oh. Hey. Nah, let's not be mean to David. Oh, Snapchat went green. Last time I checked that it was red, now it's green. Okay, very good. I don't allow any green. I don't want to see any. Sorry, I don't want to see any red numbers in my portfolio. Let's see if this tank can stay below VWAP. So I did add 2 shorts today, Tan and what's this other one? We'll get there. I have 26 positions. I can't name half of them. This ICLN, like there's, yeah, well, this ICLN I kind of regret a little bit. Whatever, it wasn't really as extended as as they need to be. Whatever, it's just a small position, or not that small of a position, but it's a very tight stop, so it doesn't matter. I regret this one. I should have. It wasn't a good setup. It should have been up at least one more day. Yeah, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. You know what? I'm gonna cover it at once. I'm not even gonna wait for a stop to hit. I just realized it was a mistake. There was so many alerts going off out of the gate, and I was just unfocused. Okay, yeah. So what I just did, I eliminated a mistake. I just realized it's not a good setup, and oh yeah. And by the way, this is me covering. Anywho, nice. Okay. And Tan, oh Tan, also not that good of a setup. I made a mistake on both of them. I just got too eager. Okay, whatever. Yeah, if you realize you made a mistake, the best time to correct it is right away. Man, too many positions. But everything is going higher, so what am I supposed to do? Like literally, wow, GBTCs. Guys, do you remember when I bought it down here? Who would have known? I didn't think it was gonna go to almost 50 in less than 3 months. That's insane. Elon Musk is now the richest in the world. He is, yeah. He's the richest African American. Yeah, Elon Musk is the richest African American in the world. That's true. I don't know if he's the richest man in the world. Several people have said it today, so I guess it's true. Like anytime several people say the same thing on the internet, it's usually true. So I'm just going with it. I'm too lazy to form my own opinion on this issue, so I'm just going with what the consensus on the internet is. So this article is from yesterday. So yeah, since Tesla stock is up today, yeah, it's like yesterday he was 3 billion behind Jeff Bezos. But also, yeah, so and Tesla stock is up almost 5% today. So I guess, yeah, he could, yeah. Yeah, yeah, Soxel, this one I actually sold a few days ago. 3 days ago, 4 days ago, whatever it was. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just... Yeah, I've done so many mistakes. And you can make so many mistakes. And it's still gonna work out fine. As long as you keep, stop doing the big mistakes, like not taking losses. That's the main thing. I see these battery names, SPE and DM, these are starting to look really good. Yeah, well, I mean, Soxel, I was an idiot. Like, I didn't follow my own sell rules. Like, I moved my stop to break even too early. And that just, sold it once it hit break even. And that was like, I don't know, 451, 452, something like that. 453 maybe, I don't remember. But that was literally the lows of that day. It stayed below that price for like a minute and then it went, it's straight up. It's stupid, Man, every time I've broken my own sell rules, it's so... That's the main thing. That's the main issue I have. I'm breaking my own sell rules. That really is the main issue. I really don't have any other issues in my trading. It's not the battery. Well, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. It says QS sympathy here. I don't know. I have no idea what these things are. Maybe they're 3D printing batteries. In that case, both of us are correct. I have no idea. Look, at this point, it feels so unreal. It's like a video game. It's like you have God mode on. That's how it feels like right now. It just feels unreal. It really does. KCAC, is it? Yeah, it is QS. Yeah, I think. TUFN. Nah. Maybe in a few days. I don't. It's not really. I don't know. It could work, but if it can go sideways a few more days, it would be better. RCKT. It had a really good setup 2 days ago. And if you bought it that day, you should still be in it. But right now, I don't see a setup here. Very. Yeah, good setup. Yep. Look how nice it's surfed the 10 here, found support on the 20 here, and just kept building higher lows. And then it had 2 tighter range days, and now it's breaking out. Yeah, it's a good setup. Yeah, that's how it works. No one wants it at the lows, and then everyone wants it at the highs. That's always what happens. It goes for the major markets too. That this is what makes me a bit worried, you know. No one wanted stocks here, and now everybody wants stocks here. It's kind of funny how it works. Goes for everything in life. That is true. Uber, that's a nice setup. I wasn't really interested in it, but yeah, it's a good looking setup. I see, yeah, decent looking setup. RHE? No. I don't like it, no. It's just a random pump stock that popped a few days ago, and now it's just... I mean, nah, I don't like it. It's not my type of setup. Redfin. Oh wow, it's actually pulled back and built a base now. But yeah, actually tomorrow this thing could be a decent setup. Envis. Start to trigger. Baba down big time. Yeah, there's nothing, no reason to look at something like this that is in a downtrend. There's nothing, and you know everything is, all the moving averages are sloping down. It's, you know, had a big gap down, and this is not, you know, this is not the type of stock you go look for setups. You look for setups in a stock that has moving averages that are sloping up. A stock that is trending higher. This is a stock that is trending lower. Not good ground for setups. Baba undervalued. I don't know. I mean, I think Baba is gonna do well over the long term. It's like a Chinese blue chip, but in the short term, it could very easily go down another 30%. You know. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think it's crazy to invest in Baba, but maybe not in the US ADR. I don't know. I think Tencent and Baba are both good long-term holds. Wait, where's Tencent? I mean, like really long-term. I don't know. No idea. But you could always watch my what? My Snap? I don't know what my Snap is. I haven't been logged in for the past like 4 years. Jack Ma is on extended vacation. Yeah. Look, the guy's been working his ass off for the past 20 years. You know, I don't blame him for taking some time off. Zoom? Yeah, could it be a fat stock? I don't know. They were in there, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Now NIU started moving again. I don't know. I'm just trying to trim and trail here now. I just don't think I'm gonna do much more the rest of the day. I should probably sell down some things more aggressively. But man, this is the most... This has probably been the most epic, one of the most... No, probably the most epic trading week. For me, personally. Like if all of these stocks and ETFs close strong and gap up tomorrow or have another strong day tomorrow, I will legitimately be up 10 million on the year. That's how crazy this market is. I could have a shot. That's just insane. Like this can't go on forever. It's just how can it be? You know, it's just can't go on forever, right? It has to stop at some time. I have to think it can't go on forever. Maybe I'm wrong. It's getting a bit too crazy. Roaring 20s, yeah. You love me? I love you too. You would be day trading and bleeding? Well, you can still make a lot of money day trading, but I think swing trading is far superior. I mean, look, if you're good, you can make a lot of money day trading, but I just... Swing trading is superior. You have to... you don't have to work as hard, and you just have to do maybe a little bit more analysis, and also it's much more scalable. And you don't have to fight near your entry all the time. Do I think crypto is... I think crypto is a hedge to anything. Crypto is just a Ponzi scheme? Well, gold was also a Ponzi scheme until it wasn't, so I don't know. You know, if enough people believe in something, it will become true. If enough people believe something has value, it will have value. You know, US dollar is also a Ponzi scheme. But enough people decided, hey, we believe in it, and look where we are. When I entered RKK yesterday, yes, I've been thinking about stop trading for a long time, but it would be moronic to stop now when things are just going straight up every day. Wait, are you telling me a quarter of all the US dollars were created last year? How can we not have hyperinflation yet? That's insane. Where's the inflation? It's insane. How can you print that much money and not have inflation? Because all the money is in equities? Yeah. Yeah, I have noticed the inflation in asset prices, but I mean, asset prices are supposed to go up. That's what like that's what the stock market does, you know, because you know it's been doing it for a long time because of cash flows, right? What's annualized on Nasdaq? Oh no, sorry. Like if you look at Dow Jones, the annualized since 1915 is on Dow Jones. It's what, 6% annualized over more than 100 years. How are we, like, if you look at, okay, I'm not gonna like okay, let's look at from the March lows, 2009 March lows. How much are we up? 14% annualized. Okay, but that was coming off like 20 years of sideways market. I mean, just looking strictly at Dow Jones. Like, I mean, we've had asset inflation for a long time. The Dow Jones has been in a bull market since June 1932. The spirit of Livermore. Yeah. Hey David, don't forget to download Snapchat. I don't know how to use it. Maybe you can figure it out. IPOE. Oh, okay. Online lending. SoFi. All right. Social finance. When am I gonna do $1 million giveaway? Hey guys, should I do $1 million giveaway to someone in the chat? Nah, fuck no. There's actually surprisingly many. What, really? There's like 60-70% people saying no. I was really surprised about that. Your name is Sha. Yeah. Divide it by the number. Okay, that's a good idea. I should do a giveaway, but I should divide it evenly. So there's 517 people in here. 1 million. So everyone should get like $1,900. No. That's called stimulus. I'm stimulating my stream. That's just, yeah. Yeah, go to Macy's with that. Spend $1,900 at your local Macy's or Nordstrom. I'm gonna start. Oh, tan. Oh, I just got stopped. Yeah, that's what happens. I pissed away on this ICLN and TAN. I pissed away 97. Oh, sorry, 87k. You know, not trading good setups. That's what happens. That's what happens. It was impulsive. It was because this was not a parabolic setup. This is only day 2 after breaking out of a high tide flag. Do you know what TAN reminds me of? NIO. NIO when it broke out here. Ish. Not exactly, but it was the same thing. You had a high tide flag and it gapped up and just kept going for a while. That's what TAN reminds me of. Man, I'm tired. Okay, I'm gonna do a last scan and then I'm gonna cut this party short. Wow, Tesla. It looked. I think Tesla could speed up here. I think Tesla hits 1,000. But me, you know, yeah, probably. But what a crazy stuff. $1K by March. I think Tesla has a legit shot of going to 1K this month. Especially if it starts speeding up. Like what happened here back in January last year, if you remember, it just kept grinding higher, higher, higher. It was surfing the 10-day, right? And then it started speeding up. Look at the speed up, these 2 candles. The stock was up almost 50% in 2 sessions. I think it could legitimately happen to Tesla again. Maybe not 50%, but you know, look how it's surfing the 10-day, and you know, if it speeds up, it only has 26% to go, 25% to go to get to the 1,000. I mean, it could literally get there next week if it starts speeding up. I think it's gonna be like eventually, if it happens, I think it's gonna be a really, really big shorting opportunity for a meaner version back to the 20-day and maybe even the 50-day. But right now, I'm long and strong. I still have most of my shares I bought on this little breakout day here. And I wish I still had the shares I bought here. But those I sold, I think, somewhere here. In the high 500s. Man, if I just could like use the 10, you know, like the 20-day for everything as a trailing stop, I would have made so much more money last year. I would have made over 1,000% if I had stuck to my sell rules. Also, guys, remember, like, what the stock market does, it prices in things, okay? Like, I wouldn't be surprised the day Biden takes office, all of these clean energy things are gonna sell off. Like a classic buy the rumor, sell the news kind of a thing. I wouldn't be surprised at all. That's how the stock market operates. It prices in things. Sometimes, many times it correctly prices in things. Many times it incorrectly prices in things. But that's what the stock market does. The stock market tries to predict the future. Many times it's correct, many times it's not. NIU, yeah. I remember when I was trading Tesla back in the like teens. I remember shorting Tesla parabolic here like in the 18s, 19s. This is the 2-day chart. And then I was like long couple of times. I was short. Like Tesla has been my main trading stock since pretty much 2013. Or not maybe 2013, but yeah, it's been my main trading stock most of the years I've been trading. Facebook and Instagram will block President Trump's account indefinitely for at least next 2 weeks. Okay. What's Facebook? Facebook had one of the best earnings gappers, one of the best EPs back in 2013. Straight up since. Palantir? Yeah, I don't really, not my type of setup, but I see what you see. It has a range. DM. Oh, DM. DM, the battery stock is starting to come back up. DM, the 3D printing battery stock. Wow, this MSDR also. Damn. Why didn't I buy it here? Low 310. That's when it had a entry spot, when it bounced off the 20. PLL. Yeah, PLL, the entry was 2 days ago. That was where the setup. What was going on here? Some weird number is calling me. Oh, yeah, okay. VVPR, what's this? Nah, it's not a good setup. You're not dumb, but you can't recognize a good setup yet. Which means you need to put in some more study. QS. I'm pretty much using yesterday's lows as my stop on it now. I still think it could hit like the 20-day or it'll go back to like $80 or so. But I've been tightening. DM is starting to go. Like I don't know. DM. Oh, Snapchat. It's green again. This thing has been going red. No, it's not. Yeah, Snapchat. Red, green, red, green. Can it go already? Printed batteries. Yeah, apparently they're hot. Yeah. Okay, guys. I need to go and eat some. I'm kind of hungry. Thanks for joining, guys, and good luck. And also remember, if you're not been killing it the past like 8 months, you need to study setups. You need to study setups. You don't have an edge until you study setups and start successfully trading specific setups instead of randomly doing things. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.